succeed. Today, July 9, 2005, is Sudan's Day. The SPLM and the National Congress have delivered to you a comprehensive peace agreement, a just and honorable peace with dignity for all.
The injustice and deeply rooted mistrust after decades of hostilities between both sides was more evident when the government security organs refused the SPLM media to cover John Garang's inauguration.
دكتور جون كان مبيور رئيس الحركة الشعبية لتحرير السودان، نائبا أول لرئيس الجمهورية ورئيسا لحكومة جنوب السودان، صدر تحت توقيعه في اليوم الثاني من شهر جمادى الثاني 1420 هجرية الموافق اليوم التاسع من شهر يوليو 2005 مشير عمر حسن أحمد البشير رئيس الجمهورية. I agree on behalf of the Indians, the orphans and widows on both sides. And on behalf of all those Sudanese who perished in the war, and those who lost their loved ones and property in the protracted and violent conflict, I assure you that that conflict is over. Fellow countrymen and women,
working together. It is sustainable when all the interim constitution is respected. It will be sustainable when we respect what the CPS says. We know we have been fighting in different ways, inside and outside. We cannot really claim that one group has really fought this war to the best of their knowledge. Those who are inside this country, they have fought. Those who are in the liberation movement in the bushes of South Sudan, they have fought. Those who are in exile, they have fought using their own contribution, using media, and they have made a lot of pressure. So it is a time now for us to come back, for us to come and develop.
That would like to join the SPLM is present the Southern agenda, especially when options in the referendum include secession. The question is, will the SPLM have the capacity to reconcile all these conflicting alliances? That in the first half of interim period will not be the toughest for the SPLM. It is surely the second half when the Sudanese people go to the polls to elect the new legislators. This will be the test of the SPLM's transition from bullet to ballot.
Somebody like myself who have fought in the war for the last 22 years, I've lost my leg, and I feel proud today that our people have achieved why they have lost their life and why they have lost part of their body for dignity and freedom. And the fact that after 6 years, people of the South Sudan and other marginalized areas will exercise self-determination, they will express. But do you think that this is sustainable? Well, that's the thing that we need to do.
Becoming a major political party in the Sudanese political scene. It stands in an extremely strong position with many opportunities at its feet, and one hopes it remains that way and not sleepwalk to its downfall. The reception of the SPLM delegation in Khartoum was electrifying, to say the least. However, there are regional and other marginalized groups that see an alliance with the SPLM as natural, including Darfur, Bija, Yuba Mountains, and Southern Blue Nile. Dr. Turabi would also like to continue the cooperation with the SPLM. The National Congress Party will not abandon its call for political partnership with the SPLM either. The National Democratic Alliance would be interested in keeping the SPLM as part of the alliance. Moreover, within the North, there will be new democratic forces that would like to strengthen the unity credentials of the SPA, sip whiskey on his veranda and watch the sunset over the surrounding plains of grassland. But the ravage of history have left only trace of past elegance in the midst of the bullet ruins, the abandoned tanks and landmines pathways.
Hey, this thing is falling, so there's no problem, right?
Yeah, the time was completed made by us, but by the enemy themselves. They remove all the iron sheets from the houses. They are using them as trenches, covering their trenches and so forth.
After the signing of the comprehensive peace agreement between the Sudan People's Liberation Movement and the ruling National Congress Party, Grain was once a source of income, and its structure has been a long objective of the SPLM. Even if years of bombardment and neglect had gradually obliterated its provincial prestige, these rooted and muddy streets, the broken walls of once imposing colonial houses, now overgrown by weeds, are a far cry from the days when Ye was referred to longingly by people elsewhere in southern Sudan as a small London. A cool and green heaven from equatorial sun. It is still possible to imagine what Ye must have been like.
And we are still keeping them up now, but they need assistance from humanitarian relief, so that even the ICRC also can have an assistance, so that SPLA will not be capable to feed them. Of course, you have seen the numbers.
These captured government soldiers are about to be released because the SPLA leadership simply cannot afford to feed them. Many appeals were made on their behalf by the SPLA authority to the international community, including the Red Cross and other humanitarian agencies, but nothing was forthcoming. However, despite hardship, the able ones are allowed to fetch for themselves by collecting firewood and grass, which later could be bartered or sold for food in Ye market. A few manage to join an entrepreneur club. Here they sell anything from soaps, cooking oil, radio